Greetings, everyone. I'm What Hamster.
And this is going to take forever.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever, but for more reasons than one. So, I'm sporting some half Rathlos and half Diablos because Diablo's armor they only have half of it.
Yep.
And
It looks really good. I think they really should have made it a full set, but
yeah,
whatever.
and I got this sweet rusted greatsword.
It's kind of like a block of rust, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit things with it, it's fine.
This is actually the second upgrade of it.
Right, right.
The reason why I want to do is I want to show off like upgrading rust weapons and such.
Oh.
And
The ancient weapons are the ones you really
Yeah.
should have shown off with.
So-
There's a hilarious amount of earth crystals that you need.
yeah. So the reason why I'm going with this sort of mismatched setup is not for the tremor resistance. Diablo's armor has good tremor resistance, so it's pretty handy. Especially with hammer, but the crit draw is where it's at. Because I'm using greatsword, so every time you
Right.
do an unsheathing attack, you do a critical attack as your next attack. And you can do this also with hammer and charging it up. So it's pretty
Yep.
great. I also want to show off that marker over Chacha's head. If it's green, he's got a bunch of items, and he's like, hey, got stuff. If it's yellow, it's getting kind of full. Red, he doesn't have any more space.
Right.
And I couldn't talk to Chacha to pick up my stuff because he had something to tell me. So,
And the viewers care so much.
Yeah. yes, I care. Also, he learned Shock Trapper, which can be handy. He
Yeah,
doesn't
really
lay them
plan.
very much, but, if he could toss out a Shock Trap every now, like once a fight, that's pretty handy. So, yeah. And I've leveled up this mask here, and it's not required for this fight, but it certainly makes life easier. And, just, play some Shock Traps and got some good stuff.
Considering all the build-up the game has, forcing you to get it, yeah, it's kind of helpful.
For this one fight, it's pretty helpful. This is
Could always bring oxy supplies, but
yeah, but I don't know. His attacks he's faster underwater too, so even his attacks are more efficient for whatever
Right.
he does.
not that it matters that much, but
No. And I was just previously there, also just kind of showing the in-game achievements that I had gotten. But more importantly, let's show off this tarnished blade, and you can upgrade it into awesome things.
which
Yeah.
also looks really cool.
Well, it looks still pretty broken.
Yes, it looks broken in a really cool way.
Yeah, it looks kind of melted away. But the more important part about this is it's like your first dragon weapons that you're gonna get.
Right.
Essentially, in single player, it's the only dragon weapons you're gonna get.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, dragon's gonna be super useful. So hell yeah. Technically, the crystal gun, not gun lance. Oh, I'm not playing Tri Ultimate. But the crystal switch axe is also pretty good for this fight, just because of the dragon file.
Right.
That's like the one time it's useful. And let's talk about some cheese. There's some new stuff there. Yeah.
Cheese.
But we're gonna go with dragon tails on our mega bagels.
Sounds extravagant.
It is. It's essentially just one big bagel cut in half and just a big hunk of meat put between it.
Pretty much.
And I'm going for health and stamina because I'm bringing my own drinks as usual. My own drugs. Well, not as usual. I'll end up doing that a lot more. But we got one more quest. Oh, only one more. It's the urgent. And it's a repel, not a slay.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Because Elder Dragon.
Yep. And, we gotta save the village. So if you lose this mission, it's game over. No, I'm kidding. It's not. Also,
Yeah.
remember that ballista ammo I bought? Yeah, the underwater ballista ammo is gonna come in handy now.
This is what it's for.
Yeah. And if you got it with you, oh man, it actually makes such a big difference. It will shave off a huge chunk of the fight.
Yep. Because otherwise you have to gather some, and it's not infinite either. So
No, well, gathering some also means like you get double your. You
yeah,
get more
you
money
get more
for
than
the
just
buck.
the 10 you bring.
And sometimes you can also get unlucky with the gathers.
Well, that's true too.
Sometimes you're like, I'm gathering. Oh, I only got 5. Because that's the minimum you can get. The maximum is, I think I've gotten up to 12 sometimes, but usually you
Right.
get 10.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
And there's like 2 gathering spots, so usually you get 20 ballista ammos, but with this I got 30. The first 10 I don't even have to gather.
So basically, we're going whale hunting.
Yep. Whales. Yar, there be whales out there. Sorry.
Stop that.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. And so, it's been a while since we've actually seen one of these pop-ups.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that's like, in the beginning of the game, we saw a pop-up going like, hey, oh no, Laggy showed up on a mission. Oh, he's chasing you around. There might have been something other than that, but that's the last time I remember it popping up. So, still well in the tutorial area.
Yeah, this is basically the Elder Dragon thing here.
Yeah, so this is the only, I would say, this is one of the 2 only true Elder Dragons in this game.
There's 3 Elder Dragons.
There's 3 Elder Dragons, but
I
wouldn't
guess I
really
understand why you would say that, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't really work like Elder Dragons.
Jen Moran doesn't really work like an Elder Dragon. I do like the fight, though. I love the fight.
Oh, it's a great fight.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long one, but it's at least entertaining because you're doing different things.
Yeah, there's a good amount of variety mixed in. Unlike, say, lao-shan
Or Sidious.
or Sidious. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So,
your-
if you don't have dragon weapons, bring lightning. Lightning is really good, too. And those are
What's it?
pretty easy to make.
His beard gives him his powers. Shave it off.
Yeah. No,
Basically, you have to break the beard before he gets through this area.
yeah. Before he gets to the end of 2, or else he will escape. But the damage carries over in next mission, so even if you fail, keep at it. Eventually you will win.
Yeah, pretty much. But if you're well prepared for it, it's pretty easy to get it.
Yeah. It's just more like there's some janky hitbox. Each time he shakes his head, that's an attack. The fins, when they flip up and down, that counts as an attack. The tail going up and down counts as an attack, so like it's not uncommon for like the first time that people do this fight that they actually fail it.
Oh, failing it, sure, but dying, not really.
Yeah. No, he's not that
not
scary. If you don't heal, just let him deal damage to you, sure.
You'll get worn down eventually, but
And-
really not.
But that's why the greatsword is so good in this fight, because it's just
He just kind of sits there for you.
yeah, I know, I can get the triple charges. And it's dragon element. That's why I was really happy that I got this sword.
Yep.
This sword is
On his day, but you still have to wait for him to get that far.
So this part here is essentially like Shengor and Lao-shan Lung, where they're just traveling through the hallways. Though this isn't as bad because when they get to 3, it actually becomes a proper fight.
Yeah.
Though they're kind of still
Even if it's ridiculously easy.
they're still kind of big, dumb, and slow. But there's not as much chasing them through corridors and doing as much damage as possible.
Right. But the effect of him being invincible until he gets to 3 is still...
Oh no, he's
is
not
still-
invincible. He still takes damage on his health. He just
I mean,
cannot die.
Cannot... That's what I meant.
Oh, okay, like that.
Immortal, not invincible.
Okay.
You can
If
wound
he,
him,
if he
but you
didn't
will
take
not-
damage, then I could break that beard. Oh.
Yeah, no. That was just a wrong choice
Yeah.
of words. But yeah, no, he will not die until he gets
Yeah.
to 3. Here he is.
But,
And it'd be pretty rough to kill him in one go anyway.
yeah, I could almost do that with this weapon in this setup.
Right.
Almost. So close to being able to do it.
You would pretty much need high rank stuff to be able to do it reliably.
Yeah, but I don't actually. It's part of my farming strategy to not do it in one go. Because I technically get double the rewards for no effort.
Right.
Essentially what I do when I farm this guy... well, I guess I should first go into the mechanic of the fight. It's like regular Elder Dragons. If you don't manage to kill them first time around, they will... you can fight them again, and then they have all the breaks and just as low health as they did when they escaped.
Yep.
So, oh, now that people know this, bless you. But now that people know this, well, the trick to farming him is you whittle him down to almost no health in round 1. Then you bring a nice handful of ballista, and there's going to be a Dragonator later in Area 3 that you can use. So essentially, if the Dragonator doesn't kill him, pepper him up with some ballista ammo, and he should be dead in round 2. And in round 2, you don't have to chase him because his beard is already broken.
Yep, we usually get the rewards from round 1 since the goal is to repel.
Yeah. So in round 2, you kill him if you don't get what you want in the reward box. Well, there's a reset button. It's your friend. It's my friend.
One way.
And then you save scum because getting those gems.
Yeah, you need gems. This is the only source of any kind of gem in low rank.
Yeah, it really is. Technically, this is a high rank monster.
Yeah. But it's certainly not high rank difficulty.
No, it is piss easy. I will though say Goldbeard in the subbreed in Tri-Ultimate can at least hurt you. Like,
good.
I've actually been killed by him. Not as in like lost the mission to kill him, but I have been killed by him.
That's a improvement.
Yeah.
You know.
Pro tip: don't wear Urgan armor against him. Oh man, that was so bad. Oh. But you know, it's just kind of a big, dumb, slow fight.
Yeah, this fight is really boring.
Not too much interesting to say about it.
It is the low point of the entire game, in my opinion.
But he does have... The music's pretty great, though.
Oh,
I like the music. It's very majestic, I guess?
That's certainly not one of my complaints with this fight.
No. The complaint is just kind of like... While he's swimming through the corridors, he's not doing much. Which I understand is why when he did Goldbeard, and he's multiplayer only, they made him just like, you don't have to chase him down. He's in Area 3, and you fight him there the entire time. And
yeah.
He does not run away, so you can actually kill him like each time.
That's way better.
So it's like a regular monster fight, essentially. They dumbed down the fight to make it more interesting. Which, you know,
which is
I don't mind. It's not really dumbing it down.
Of how boring the original fight was.
Yeah. They still kept the original fight here in Tri-Ultimate, but I can also kind of understand because it's part of the story. If that makes any sense.
Fine, but still, they could have made it more interesting.
They could have, but...
It's supposed to be like the final boss, guys. This is really boring.
Well, in Tri-Ultimate, it's not the final boss. So...
Okay, then.
It's just, you know, the end of single player. And then you get into high rank in single player.
Right.
Oh, what is the...
That's good.
What is the final boss? I can't actually remember. No, I'm just trying to remember for myself. Oh, no, I actually don't remember anymore.
In this game, it is definitely the final boss.
Oh, now I remember. Oh, I was going to say it, though, but... Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, no, that's shameful that I didn't remember that. Oh. I'm sorry for keeping everybody in the dark, but I don't want to spoil anything for M4.
Please, I will actually be getting that game at some point.
Yeah.
Because I can afford to buy the console.
Yeah, well, you know, it'll get cheaper soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, there's no real... Like, unless you have the money to burn, there's no real point in getting consoles day one because there generally isn't very many games for them. Sometimes there is, but it's still a small selection of games, even if there is a selection.
That's pretty much exactly why I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Also because I don't have any money, but, you know...
Yeah, they also tend to be overpriced, so... But that's just because supply and demand.
I'd call it overpriced, honestly, but more than I can spend.
Yeah, well, the Wii U is pretty decently priced for a brand new console. If you consider,
it at a loss, which is something a lot of companies can't say.
but that's because Nintendo are selling. They're not selling the console; they're selling the hardware for the console.
Oh yes.
Well, then you need a controller, and then you need a thingy bob and a dingly boo.
But the thing is, it comes with the important ones, and you can use Wiimotes just as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, for Wii games, not Wii U games, because the Wii U games use the tablet.
Yeah, one tablet and then Wii remotes for the other players. So yeah, you can use the Wii remotes.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I really don't pay that much attention to the Wii U because
just sync them up and use them as extra controllers. So I probably won't have to buy any of that nonsense.
Yeah. For me, it's just the my mind says, yeah, I'm shallow. I bought the Wii U for Monster Hunter.
I'm going to do the same thing. So
yeah.
Monster Hunter is just really good.
Well, to be fair, I'm also gonna get Rayman Legends when I get the time for it.
Rayman Origins was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I want Rayman Legends so bad. The only thing I don't like about Rayman Legends is the tablet PC levels. Those are kind of dumb.
Right.
I understand why they did them.
Tacked on like a lot of the wackos for the Wii.
Yeah. I understand why they did them. It's probably like you have the tablet.
Yeah.
It's either Nintendo saying you have to do something with the tablet, or the game developers going, well, we have to do something with the tablet, or else people will shit on us for not using the tablet. It's either one or the other.
It's interesting enough, but it's especially if you were playing alone, it's not a very good mechanic.
No. If you're playing alone, it's just, hey, let the AI take over while you're drawing on the tablet. Yeah. It's kind of bleh. I think it's like one. If you're doing it, isn't it like player one that takes over the tablet thing, and then you're assisting your buddies who are actually playing on the screen?
Anyone can do it, but I think it's technically player one. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's like if somebody is actually playing, human players on the screen, and it's not just a robot. That if you do X series of doodles on the screen, then the AI will never fail at this. Then that's kind of boring. Oh, maybe they'll spice it up.
His big ugly beard, he speeds up considerably.
Oh yeah, nice. When you break off that beard, he jets off like a jet. I don't know.
He just makes beeline for 3.
Yeah. I got it down to a science with this sword and this entire setup. I could break his beard before he entered 2.
No, that's kind of a thing I didn't like either. There's never any explanation or hint that breaking the beard is what you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
But if you kill on him anywhere else, he's just going to escape.
Well, on the other side, it's also kind of obvious that you need. No, it's not obvious, but
it's obvious that it would be a break, but it's not obvious that you have to do it.
It's obvious that it'd be a break, and the thing is, it's this big, giant, juicy part of his body that won't hurt you in this phase. It's pretty much the only part of his body that can't hurt you.
No, he shakes his head plenty.
Well, like the tail. If you go and you try to attack the tail,
just get knocked
or his
away.
fins, you're gonna get hurt and knocked away. If you try to attack the horns, you're gonna bounce. If you
that's true.
So it's generally that one part of the body that you're gonna want to attack, and the beard looks big and juicy and inviting. So the hunter instinct goes, that looks soft and squishy. That'll probably do a lot of damage.
This is true, but it's still kind of arbitrary. It should be more like a damage thing instead of just have to break the beard.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb with the beard thing. Oh, and then we also get a little cutscene whenever he enters this area and we're in it. If you get going ahead of him, you can move around and do stuff, and then when he zones in, this happens. He just teleports into the middle. And this monster is the only monster in the entire game that has a threatening water damage attack.
I know, right?
And you need a guarding priest to block it. It also has some janky hitboxes.
This is true.
I've tried blocking with the shield a few of the attacks. Wow. But that was with Goldbeard. Oh, and he has... The thing with Goldbeard is he loves using the water laser, and he has a lot of water laser attacks. And he lasers all over the place, so, you know, you get hit by that thing, you're almost dead, because it's technically a G-rank monster. And you fight him as your entry into G-rank, so you have high-rank armor. If you're wearing water-weak armor, I think Paper Lion was wearing Volvidon armor, which is weak to water, and I was wearing Urgan armor, which is weak to water. Oh, I guess you can see the problem there. Though Paper Lion was getting one-shotted because Volvidon is on the fairly low end of high-rank armors as far as defense goes. And since that water beam is part water and part physical, oh, he would just get one-shotted when Goldbeard was enraged.
Well, this version is not nearly so threatening.
No, not at all. And also, Dragonator, I just barely got his head there, though. I fired a little too early.
It's something.
Yeah, I got some damage in there. But what you want to do is you want to use that Dragonator as early as possible. Because if you use it fast, you're going to get 2 pops of it off.
Right, you'll have a chance to start again.
With Goldbeard, you can get like 3 shots of it off or something like that. Well, no, actually 2, because you do kill him in a decent amount of time. Kill him like 25 minutes.
Oh,
but since I Dragonatored his head, it didn't really require much to break that hole.
No, it didn't.
Oh, Cha-Cha, go away! No! You jerk!
Fantastic.
Ah! Camera hog. Oh, yeah, something I just noticed. In Tri-Ultimate, like, depending on the color Goldbeard or Sidious is glowing, blue when he's not angry, and red when he's angry.
Okay.
In Tri-Ultimate, the lighting of the entire area starts glowing in that color, like the light is shining off of the walls.
That's pretty cool.
It's actually kind of nice and that's weird. I kind of like it. But here's like, wait, why isn't the walls glowing red? Because, yeah, well, they don't really have the big lighting engine that Ultimate has.
Yep.
One thing that they're really proud about in Monster Hunter Tri-Ultimate, that they got this lighting engine. To be honest, it's not bad, but it's not great either. It's alright, you know.
Monster Hunter has always been pretty good about making areas look nice without really getting super high tech, super high quality graphics.
So,
like the volcano in this game.
Yeah. Oh no, water beam, and that's the danger of picking up ammo.
Yep. Not that it matters too much.
No, but getting hit by that laser really hurts, and it gives you a big water blight. Pretty bad.
It's actual threatening water attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright, so I guess I should mention the brakes on this guy. You can break his horns, you can break his beard, the hood, as it's called, the part that's not his head, but like the top of the big top part of where the beard was. And then you got the tail. But breaking the hood and the tail, just like there will be like scar chunks in his model.
Right.
So
not really the best use of your time.
Well, no, it's not like it changes the fight much, but you want those delicious items, so you're gonna want them.
Yes, this is true too. The horns, though, are what you really want to break for items.
Yeah, you can get some delicious cards in there. The horns, well, the beard's also like a given. You want to break it, but
well, you have to.
It's also the only way to get his beard. If you don't get a beard break reward in your box and you need beards, gotta go through phase 1 again. Can't save scum that.
Fun.
Same with horns. Well, actually, kind of with horns. If you're very careful, don't break his horns the first time around, then you can sort of prep him up.
Right.
But other stuff, just also a fun fact. While it may look like you cannot kill him in the story mission, you can actually kill him if you mess up enough times at the beginning and do a lot of damage to him in phase 1 of the fight,
Right.
he just escapes. When you take the mission again and get into like phase 2 of the fight, if he's low enough on health before the timer goes out, he will not escape, but he will get killed. And it's like, oh, mission complete.
That's pretty cool.
And no, ending cutscene does not change based on that.
Right.
Though I guess it can be interpreted both ways, if you see what I mean. But, yeah, essentially, there's about 5 minutes left in the fight. The fight will go like, has dealt X amount of damage to him. If yes, then you win. If no, then you lose.
I think you just ballisted Cha-Cha.
I don't know, he deserved it. He's kind of...
sure.
On the bright side, though, in this fight, you don't really need to bring your own food for stamina, and you don't need to bring oxygen supplies just because there are gathering spots for that.
Yep, and because you have Cha-Cha with the Ancient Mask.
Yeah, that's kind of why I brought him along. It's more of a phase 1 you want to bring Cha-Cha along and you're running out of air.
Right.
Because he'll just follow you until he gives you air. But, you know, gathering that delicious ballista ammo. Speed gather would be really nice for this fight, though.
Yeah, that would be pretty helpful.
Yeah, because while I'm gathering, it's kind of scary, because he can water blast me, and I don't like it. This was kind of the problem with Goldbeard when I did that fight. I'd be gathering ammo, and then I'd be animation locked because I'm busy gathering. I'm like, no, he's looking, oh, damn it. And then I'd get hit, and I'm like on a sliver of health left.
Oh, good time.
Yeah, we actually completely lost the first time we fought against Goldbeard. Completely shameful, I know.
No, it's not shameful. It's a different fight than this.
Yeah, well, not much.
Well, no, but different
There's
enough.
more lasers involved.
Yes.
Wow, oh man, that's just so... Oh, what... It's so shameful. And what killed us is just because, you know, we wore armor that, that we were really strong, you know, not strong, he'd blast us with water and we'd die. But yeah, it's not too bad. 20 minutes in, if in this fight only, he will run away. In the other fights, if the time runs out, he will just sort of run away. We'll have dealt a lot of damage to him. I think either the 20 or 25 minute mark too. But the thing is, because this is a story mission, and you won't have access to this story mission ever again. This is only a one-shot thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to fight him again, it's a completely different mission, so it's a completely new CDS. So you have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
Oh. But it'll be interesting. I'll bring a bowgun for that fight to show off bowgun mechanics underwater, and I'll cut a lot of the bullshit out.
Right.
I believe, like, yeah, I essentially cut out most of phase 1 of the fight. I showed off a few interesting things with ammo, but what you can do with it, but yeah. But that cutscene does not change, regardless of the outcome.
Right, even if you kill him.
I guess that can also be interpreted that you killed him, but then he'd be floating, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that didn't look dead at all.
No. Really tiny compared to you. Because
you're a big, strong hunter, lady.
With creepy ghost eyes.
Yes, that's. See, we're possessing her. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Oh no, we're really the evil spirits.
Yes. That's why you have so much control.
Oh, it all makes sense now. They certainly did get good use out of those couple of NPC models.
Yeah.
I think I saw a video of the ending cutscene to Third Portable. Yeah, they used a lot of NPCs from this game's cutscene, like end cutscene.
Right.
Cha-Cha and Kayamba was there even. No, actually, I don't think Kayamba was there. I'm not entirely sure. No. But I know Cha-Cha was there. And
Concept art.
Well, I guess maybe it was because, it was a big festival and everybody was invited, and the people on the deserted island was like, oh man, let's go to this festival. I'd go. It's a party.
Sure.
Free food. Hey, they got boats. They can sail. Get some nice concept art. I do like the concept art.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. But well, this is still not the end of Monster Hunter Try. Still got some things to wrap up in single player, and then we have all the multiplayer videos.
Yes, well, you can wrap up single player without me. I'm sick of this shit.
Well, it depends on who I get a hold of for commentary.
That's why I'm going to be busy next week.
Oh, not because you're doing. Oh, come on.
I'm just gonna leave Skype on offline.
Oh no. I do like the music for the. Oh, they have good music for the credits.
Good music in a lot of places.
I still like the Try Ultimate credits because they have little animated things going across the screen that's kind of amusing to watch.
Right.
Like little hand-drawn animated stick figures. Hunters
Stuff like
doing
that,
stuff.
though, it's nice.
And the cat's doing dumb stuff, and Kayamba and Cha-Cha doing dumb stuff. It's amusing.
Something to keep the credits interesting, right?
Yeah. At the same time, you get some good ones. I like that one. Speaking of light orchestral Monster Hunter music, did you see the Monster Hunter anniversary thing?
No.
It's out there on YouTube. People should definitely check it out. Essentially, they just had like remixed versions of all the Monster Hunter music, only live orchestral.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they went through a lot of themes. It's pretty great. Nargacuga is probably one of the best themes there that they played, in my opinion. It was pretty good music, though, and then they're like, oh man, you can buy the CD too.
Well, of course, but fair enough.
But no, there's like it's essentially just video recordings of like the live orchestral show.
Right.
And I have to say, it's pretty good stuff. If you're interested, go check it out. I certainly enjoyed just listening.
Well, the Monster Hunter music is generally quite good, so.
Well, I wouldn't say like they're. I kind of like their older themes better for like the old jungle theme and the old volcano, old swamp. I think they had some good battle themes for these areas.
Right.
I really like the deserted island, but they put a lot of effort into that one because you're doing a lot of free hunting there.
Right.
But then you listen to things like the volcano, it's not bad. But it's very subdued.
This is true.
It doesn't scream to me like, oh no, this monster's big and scary. It just generic battle music that fits the area you're in, that's not supposed to be paid much attention to because you're supposed to focus on the fight. It fits for what it's doing, but it doesn't make me want to listen to it. I wouldn't go buy the soundtrack just because 90% of the things are not anything I want to listen to. If that makes any sense.
If you say so.
I say so. I don't know, it's just like, it's really only the deserted island monster battle theme that sticks out of, just the general areas you fight in with normal monsters.
Well, that's true. Most of the good ones are specific monster themes.
And it's not all that are really good. Like, if you listen
Well,
to
no,
Tiger
not all of
Rex's
them.
theme, it's fitting for Tiger Rex, but I don't know. I don't like it very much.
Oh, Tigrex isn't in this game.
No, but I was just speaking like in general Monster Hunter games. Like, not all things are that good in my opinion. Well, I
Say all of
guess,
them. There are a lot of good
but I think that this really more comes down to taste. Like,
Oh,
whenever
that's
they've made a
nice.
theme, it does generally stick and fit with like the theme of the monster, in my opinion. And you don't see that very often. They thank us for playing the game. It's kind of nice. And reward screen.
Hey.
A lot of nothing.
Yeah, that's not very good reward.
Yeah, look at all those jewels. I was like, what the Christ? Oh.
Monster bone?
Yeah, here, have a bone, some jewels. Yeah. You wanted gems, didn't you? Yeah. That's the biggest.
Harsh.
Oh. Moon in the water. Okay, sure. And I got their little cutscenes.
Hooray.
And those show up every single time, but luckily they're skippable.
Yes, they are.
And yeah, I guess it's time to take her around again. You know, around the town. Everybody wants to talk to me. I specifically set it up so he'd show up with the sword.
Oh, that's pretty great animation.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I got this awesome sword so you can kill the... Oh, wait, you already killed him. Just take the sword anyway. Fuck it. Also, that sword wouldn't have helped me against Sidious. I'm just gonna point that out.
It's a bad sword to bring for it.
It's a water element sword. It would have been great against Urgan, but don't get it until now. And something I'd like to point out, this is a single-player only longsword.
Yep, no other way to get it.
Nope. So, if I was using longsword, I'd kind of be dicked out of the only water longsword in the entire game.
Hooray.
On the other hand, I'm also dicked out of the only... Or not the only, but the best switch axe in the entire game. Oh, that comes from CD's parts. It's so painful. Oh,
Dear.
oh. Liquidy took it for one video and showed it off. He didn't even really have the optimal setup either, so. But it's still really good. So much raw damage and a power file.
Hooray, power file.
Power file is the best. Well, I guess maybe not against Urgan. But, you know, that's very situational. But, you know, everybody wants to thank me, and, you know, I'm part of this village's home now. Well, how nice. But what I'm really after is the dollars. All the zennies. Actually, I'm kind of interested. Where did zennies originate from? Like, what game made zennies?
Oh, boy, I don't know. It's a common Capcom thing.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy games have Gil. Not just Capcom with zennies, because like Ragnarok used zennies as well.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
But pretty much all Capcom games use zennies. It's Mega Man, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of games that use zennies. And I'm wondering where it's actually from. I know at this point it's just become like... Also, she's as obnoxious as...
She's trying a little too hard.
Yeah. But we've got a bad letter from the guild. They figured out what I was doing. Yeah. I totally did that. That's
You sure
exactly
did.
what I did. And they're like, yeah, you get to work. Well,
Hooray.
yeah, I guess they don't want to throw out a hunter that can kill something that big. I guess.
Unemployed.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't mind if she was unemployed, because she's kind of a jerk. taking money from kids and laughing, going, "Ha ha! All right, I'll write up your hunter's request." Oh,
You actually went and did it.
yeah, I was like, what else was I gonna do? You know, it's work. It's not like I got paid, really. But there's some post hunts here.
These are interesting.
There's some, you know, they're
Oh.
challenging fights.
Not all of them are so bad, but some of them are getting pretty nasty.
Yeah, some of them are
Double Diablos, man. Double Diablos.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But, you know, everybody's got their little bit to tell me. It's pretty great.
Oh.
In Tri-Ultimate, this is the point where you'd be getting into high rank, and you wouldn't get those missions that I just got.
Right.
And you know what the hunting fleet also does? They kind of get an unofficial upgrade. Once you get into high rank, they can start getting other items that they couldn't get before. So when you send them to get hauls from areas, they have a chance of getting items they couldn't get before, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that's always helpful.
Yeah. Like, you can actually get a crested crown now, or something like that. And then you combine that with your already finished crown, and then put an extra gem on it, and then it's worth super amounts of money.
That's pretty cool.
But you can only get the crested crown when you get into high rank in single player.
Right.
And then there's some armor crafting components too. Oh, blessed wine. So heaven buns with blessed wine, would that be a holy man's food?
Apparently.
It does sound pretty heavenly.
Uh-oh, we get a shanty.
Yep. Oh, but at least it's a new one this time. It's still bad. It's so bad he can't even finish it. More importantly, yeah, there's some more stuff to buy off of the Argosy trader that first shows up
Oh,
now.
yes.
And I will say it has one of the best items ever.
I bet I know which one you're talking
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do.
about.
But you know, I looked at the mission list. It's
Uh-huh.
perfect because there's a mission for every weapon. So I could show off each weapon one more time, and then, you know, that'll kind of be it for the single player. Then it's switch axe all the way, baby. I will show off the CDS switch axe as one of the weapons I show off, just because it's single player only. Got to show it off. It's
Right.
not so great until you get into high rank, though, because of
Yeah, the upgrades to it.
it's because its sharpness levels are not so good. Hi, Total.
That's a switch axe problem.
But here it's like a big problem. And now he's upset that I one-upped him. Because the hunting fleas, well, you know, think of that rivalry going on. I think Toto wants to be in the commentary. Don't know if that's showing up in the microphone.
Oh, I definitely can hear it.
Oh. But, you know, no trumpets. Oh no, he's a southerner. Oh, he's a redneck. At least he didn't say sweet piggy piggy.
Good grief.
Oh. Oh no, my fishing fleet has been infected by the redneck disease. So they'll grow neck beards and have hunting rifles, and then we're all doomed.
It's okay. They only have bow guns around here.
You can get them in the shape of a rifle.
Yeah, but they're still not as effective as a rifle.
I would argue that they're more effective than a rifle, considering you can have cluster ammo on them. Because essentially, then they're just like an all-purpose bazooka, rifle, or whatever, or flamethrower even.
Oh, I guess they'll just have to post a request for you to hunt down the fishers.
Yeah. Well, you know, they're all grateful. Just getting, well, again, it's a bit of a long video, but what can you say? Everybody wants to talk to me. I'm popular now. Oh, it's been a while since they've all
I know,
wanted to
right?
talk to me at once. It's usually
You're
just
not
been like,
dismembered.
yeah, it's usually just been one or two people who wants to talk to me.
And your bed is mostly free of bugs.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of, it's better than everybody else's beds. Probably does have mice and bugs. Yeah.
Yes, you only have a few bugs.
So, I'll show off the stats a little bit real quickly. That's kind of the sword I got. It has a pretty nice sheath.
Yeah, pretty fancy.
It is. I like its looks. Oh, I'll run around with this in town for a little bit.
Sure, why not?
Well, I believe I do show it off. Like, in a fight, in one of those fights. It's single player only.
Right.
I don't have anything to tell me. Well, actually, the first cat that you ever get has something new to say, but the other ones, no. I guess maybe he's like the leader of the group of farmers, sort of.
I guess so.
The leader of the laborers. I don't know. The union rules states that you have to have a representative.
I guess so.
I still have the best costume of the pig, though.
Yes, and he's going to give you dung, isn't he?
Maybe. I think it's... Oh, and you know the thing where the pig, for some reason, goes meow? I can't remember what it is. I think it's like when you just get the pig and you talk to him. But it goes meow at some point.
Yeah.
They forgot to fix that in Tri-Ultimate. So you have this
My
pig,
God.
go up to him,
You
and
say it like it's not intentional.
yeah. Oh, but I don't know. They probably just couldn't be bothered to fix it.
Why would
It's
you
such
fix
a
something
minor
that awesome?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
he
just
didn't
like
do anything.
you're getting your pig, and the first time you talk to it, so you can give it the name, it's like meow? Question mark. What? Oh no, pig. But we'll all see you for the final single-player videos, and then we're off to multiplayer town.
I won't. I'm done here.
Oh, well, that depends if I get commentary done in time.
Hmm.
See you next
Curses.
time.